There are a couple reasons I come to San Francisco. One, well, it's my home. I'm in San Francisco today, but my apartment is miles away from here. Which brings me to the other reason I come to this city. Today I've come to the San Francisco dump. Again. I love it here. One of my favorite places in the whole world. In fact, I just live a couple miles up the road. It's always fun to come here and drop off some of my treasured valuables forever. But every time I come by, I'm reminded that nowadays it is virtually impossible to throw anything away. Because nowadays, we all know that there is no such thing as away. And as much as we would like to think that when it comes to our garbage, out of sight is out of mind, let me tell you something. When you work at the dump, the garbage is never out of sight. And if you think moving this stuff around is easy, you're out of your mind. This may look like a dump, but if you think about it, it's really a battlefield in the war on garbage. Without people working day and night in places like this, we'd be overrun by the enemy, and all this terrible stuff would be in your home or on your street. Of course, in any battle, there are going to be casualties. Every time I come to the dump, I try and make the point that the people that collect and clean up after us have to be in great shape, and sometimes they take it on the chin. It's a tough job. This is Danny. Danny, what hurts?
My wrist, I ruptured a tendon.
How long you been picking up after us?
25 years.
What happened down here?
In and out of the trucks, took out the cartilage, and now I got bone on bone.
Frank's got bone on bone. How long you been picking up?
Almost 20 years.
Shoulder, doing all right now. But one time the shoulder took a piece of bone out of the shoulder.
Yeah?
It was impinging on the nerve from pushing and pulling the cans.
Angelo, you all right?
I got a big cut on my finger, the glass, and then I got a surgery in the elbow.
Steve, how you making out, brother?
Well, you see, I had shoulder surgery. You can see the scar right there, and back surgery.
Oh! How long you been doing this?
30 years.
Have I made my point? Welcome to hell. This is called a transfer station. Very few people get to come into the transfer station. It's also called the pit because it's a pit. All day, every day, the garbage trucks come from all around town to dump their load in here. Recyclables, unrecyclables, organic, non-organic, foodstuffs, mist comes out of these devices in the ceiling to help control the particulate in the air. It's loud, it's dirty, the smell is indescribable, and it's really dangerous. San Francisco recycles about 68% of its garbage, more than any other American city. But what doesn't get recycled comes here. 450 garbage truckloads every day. Well, there's the star of the show. Actually, these guys can be stars, too, as far as I'm concerned. Bob and Angelo, you've been driving now for how long?
Just about 30 years.
And you?
25.
Good grief. 55 years of combined driving experience. Here we are in the transfer station. What's the first thing you do after your truck is, I almost said clean, which I guess is a ridiculous thing to say, but what do you do next?
What's next is we do a lockout tag out to make sure everything's safe, because you're going to be climbing inside the truck to clean out behind the blade.
Angelo, it sounded like you said I was going to be climbing inside the back of the truck?
Yeah, inside the truck.
This is something you've done before, once or twice?
All the time, every day.
Every day.
5 days a week.
Lockout, tag out?
Lockout tag out. First thing we do is make sure the motor is shut off.
Yeah.
Open the truck up. We take the key out so nobody can start it. This is the lockout tag out tag. We put that on there so in case someone comes in,
Yeah.
they know not to touch it.
Great, great, great.
All right, and
Good.
one more thing.
Yeah.
This is the battery main shutoff, so there's no power at all. So now it's completely, nothing can be started.
Excellent.
Now the fun starts.
Yeah.
Be careful, it's slippery.
It really is.
Yes, it is. There you go, breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is in there.
Now, I've been in tighter spots, but maybe not worse.
What the heck is this? What does it look like?
This is horse.
Yes, it is. One of my customers is the horse and buggy rides at Fisherman's Wharf. They got to do something with it.
Hard to really know what I'm looking at.
You gotta make some bread.
Yeah, that's nice flour. Hey, Bob, do you have another sort of tool, like a smaller shovel? The nooks and the crannies in here are killing me.
That's what the gloves are for.
This is basically like a, well, like an ice skating rink, except it's not frozen and it's not water. Heads up, Bob.
Let her rip. Want to get a shot of the steak? Whole fillet.
I'm looking at it just looks like a hunk of coagulated black evil over there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Oh, geez, Bob, I am so sorry.
That's all right. I shouldn't have been there.
I shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be there.
Almost there, huh?
Truck of vomit. Depending on where you're standing in the truck, it's a totally different experience. Back here, it's like an old bakery. Up there, it's like dirty socks. There in the middle, it's just kind of a weird mix of Chinese, Thai, and Italian. That's it.
Coming up.
Oh, yeah, a lot of power. A lot of power.
These bulldozers are more powerful than any other machine at the dump.
Now that you played with it, now you gotta clean it up.
And they're the dirtiest.
The steam lets you know it's fresh.